So for this, what you're going to need is a plain white t-shirt, so with short sleeves, and some odd bits of sequins. What you're going to do is you have a double layer of your sequin fabric. So basically, this is quite stretchy as well. So fold it over so that it's big enough to take the whole sleeve. Lay your t-shirt sleeve on top, making sure that the fold of the sleeve is at the top. That needs to go down a little bit further. So the fold of the sleeve there, so that's the neck, this is the arm. So place the sleeve fold along that fold of the sequins, and then basically flatten out the t-shirt sleeve, making sure that you have that lovely curve of the shoulder seam. What you're going to actually do is actually cut very carefully about 1 centimetre bigger than the whole edge of the sleeve. So just cut underneath just the sequin fabric and run up about 1 centimetre so that you have a seam allowance all the way around. Once you've done that, what you'll end up with is a sleeve shaped piece of sequin that will be like that. So this is the seam, the shoulder seam. This is the fold along the top of the shirt, and then this is the armhole sleeve. So if I do it up the right way for you, this is the fold going towards the neck, so the neck will be here. This is the armhole sleeve, and then this is going around the shoulder seam, so the edge of the armhole. What you need to do first of all is, as you'll see, I've actually used the overlocker just to go around the edge so that I don't lose a lot of sequins. There will be sequins everywhere, you'll be finding them for months afterwards, but I literally just went around there, and then what I've done first of all is just sewn along that straight edge. So you have the sleeve like that. I've actually sewn along that straight edge with a 1 centimetre seam allowance, and then basically you have a sleeve. So there you have a sleeve. So what you need to do now is actually attach the sleeve to the t-shirt. So if you get the t-shirt, and what you need to do is have right sides together, put the sleeve on the wrong way round. So what you want to do is actually thread that through and then take the t-shirt through until it meets that seam allowance. Line it up at the bottom and then mark and put a pin, secure that, and then mark or pin right at the top there where you've got the seam as well. And what you're going to do is actually very carefully with the sewing machine sew with about 1 centimetre seam allowance the sequins onto the edge of that seam, so that basically you're creating a new seam with the sequins. So I'll just go and do that, and then I'll show you what it looks like. So basically what you're going to do now is actually the right side of the sequins to the right side of the t-shirt. This is the t-shirt sleeve, and this is the body. So what you're going to do is, using that shoulder seam, just line up the sequins with the edge and then actually sew the sequins in that shoulder seam. So right in the ditch, if you like, of that shoulder seam, you're going to attach the sequins all the way around the edge of the armhole. One thing I would say is be careful not to stretch either the sequin fabric or the t-shirt fabric, because you want it to go together really, really smoothly so that there's no puckers and no pulling and no stretching out of shape. So literally just guide it through. I've actually got a walking foot on here so that it doesn't stretch, it just gradually feeds through the machine. So just go very slowly all the way around so that you make sure you don't stretch it and you keep it even. So once you've sewn all the way around, basically you'll have your sleeve going up towards your neckline like that, and then the sleeve. So what you need to do then is just fold the sleeve so that the sequins are now the right way in. And you basically have a couple of choices here. You can cut the sleeve off if you want, so that the sequins are more see-through. But what I did was actually kept the sleeve in place, and then basically just run a very small hem all around the bottom where you've cut the sleeve slightly too long with the sequins. You should be able to just tuck it underneath and then just run a stitch all the way around the edge just to secure that. So once you've done that, basically what it will look like is the other sleeve, which I've finished. So you have just a running stitch on the inside. I've actually done my thread to match the goldy sequins rather than the white t-shirt. And then basically the sleeve is complete. So you basically have a t-shirt with two beautiful sequin sleeves on.